In this video, I will be discussing how to implement a random forest classification machine learning model using Python and sklearn library. After completing this tutorial, you will not only learn about random forest classification algorithm, but also you will be able to train the model using Jupyter Notebook. Random forest algorithm is a machine learning technique for making predictions. As its name indicates, random forest is a collection of more than one decision trees. Random forest algorithm creates decision trees on the data points and then gets the predictions from each of these trees. Finally, random forest selects the best prediction by means of voting by the trees. A decision tree is built on an entire dataset using all the features. However, a random forest is built by randomly selecting rows and features to build the multiple decision trees. Random forest algorithm belongs to the family of supervised machine learning algorithms. It can be used to build classification as well as regression models. A prediction from the random forest classifier is achieved by voting. Each tree in the forest casts a vote for the classification of a new sample. In this video, we will learn about classification part of the random forest algorithm. In machine learning, classification means a class label is predicted for a given example of input data. For example, using machine learning, we can classify whether a given email is spam or not. Classification is different from regression in the sense that classification is about predicting a label and regression is about predicting a quantity. In other words, classification is the problem of predicting a discrete class label. However, regression is the problem of predicting a continuous quantity. The column values that are used to predict the output are called features or independent variables, and the column value that is predicted is called dependent variable or label. Before we proceed further, we should discuss three main concepts used in this tutorial. First concept is number of estimators. Number of estimators is the number of trees in the forest. Number of estimators is denoted by n_estimators parameter. Number of estimators is an integer value. The default value of number of estimators is 100. It is true that generally more trees will result in better accuracy. However, more trees also mean more computational cost, and after a certain number of trees, the improvement in accuracy is negligible. The number of trees needs to be sufficiently large to stabilize the error rate. A thumb rule for number of trees is to start with 10 times the number of features. The second concept used here is Gini index or Gini impurity. Gini index measures the probability of a particular data point being wrongly classified when it is randomly chosen. The degree of Gini index varies between 0 and 1, where 0 denotes that all elements belong to a certain class, and 1 denotes that the elements are randomly distributed across various classes. A Gini index of 0.5 denotes equally distributed elements into all classes. The Gini is used as a value of criteria parameter of decision tree classification model and random forest classification model as well. The criteria parameter can take values like Gini and entropy. The default value of criteria parameter is Gini. Criteria is a function to measure the quality of a split. Supported criteria are Gini for Gini impurity and entropy for the information gain. The third concept used here is bootstrap. A bootstrap sample is a random sample of the data taken with replacement. This means that after a data point is selected for inclusion in the subset, it is still available for further selection. Bootstrap aggregating is also called bagging. Bootstrap aggregating or bagging prediction is a method of fitting multiple versions of prediction model and then combining them into an aggregated prediction. Bagging helps to reduce variance and minimize overfitting. Random forest uses bagging to grow a tree. Random forest selects a sample of observations and a sample of features rather than all of them to train a tree. If the number of observations is large but the number of trees is too small, then some observations will be predicted only once or even not at all. On the other hand, if the number of features is large but the number of trees is too small, then some features can be missed. Both cases results in the decrease of random forest predictive power. In the classification context, final predictions are made by voting of the predictions from the individual tree learners. In this tutorial, we are going to predict the likelihood of diabetes in a patient using his or her blood pressure and glucose level. Therefore, the independent variables or features is glucose level and blood pressure, and the dependent variable or label is diabetes. A value of 1 indicates diabetes and a 0 indicates no diabetes. A snapshot of sample data is shown on the screen. Top 5 rows of the data with glucose, blood pressure and diabetes is displayed. Before proceeding for technical implementation, let's discuss one more important concept called classification accuracy. Accuracy is one metric for evaluating classification models. Classification accuracy is the ratio of number of correct predictions to the number of input samples. It works well only if there are almost equal number of samples belonging to each class. In case of unbalanced dataset with respect to the classes, we need to consider other metrics like precision, recall, and F1 score for measuring the performance of the model. I will use the following simple steps to implement the random forest classification model. We will start by importing the required libraries. Then we will load the data in Pandas data frame. After that, we will visualize the data. Post that, we will separate the features and the label. Then we will split the data into train and test set. After that, we will instantiate the random forest classification model. Then we will train the random forest classification model. After that, we will predict using the random forest classification model. Finally, we will calculate the accuracy of the trained model. Let's get started. Jupyter Notebook is up and running on your screen. In cell 1, we have imported required libraries like NumPy, Pandas, and sklearn. Note that we are importing train, test split, and random forest classifier as well from sklearn. In cell 2, we are starting to load the data. Data is stored in CSV file named random forest classification data.csv. In cell 3, we are exploring the first 5 rows of the data. In cell 4, we are separating the features called glucose and blood pressure from dependent variable called diabetes. The independent variable is stored as X and the dependent variable is stored as Y. In cell 5, we split the data into train and test using sklearn train test split function. This is for preparing the training and testing data. In cell 6, we are creating the model instance by random forest classifier class imported from sklearn. In cell 7, we are training the random forest classification model. Note that for training, we are using the fit method and passing xtrain and ytrain as parameter. In cell 8, we are predicting using the random forest classification model. For this, we are using predict method on the model and passing the xtest data. Finally, in cell 9, we are calculating the accuracy of random forest classification model. This is implemented using accuracy underscore score method provided by sklearn. Therefore, we are able to train, predict, and evaluate random forest classification machine learning model in Python using sklearn. We have come to the end of this tutorial. In this video, we successfully implemented a random forest classification machine learning algorithm using Python and sklearn library. Thank you so much for watching.